probably start singing Rocky Top. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Leaves it with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great fall running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
He lets it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Pulls and fires complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Red pass, it's complete.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Going to swing it on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got a man, it's Jamison. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled, tries to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This is a designed run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Lane. Looking down the middle. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. After 40, there he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The Volunteers are on the move. They'll give it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Here comes the offense on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job getting him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the counter. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. It's Jamison. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Abraham. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Lane. Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Vols will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Abraham. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a first and goal. Oh, they're after him. Into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Georgia.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Pressure coming. He's moving out of the pocket. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. That'll be a first down. Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the air, it's Lane. There's the pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing it. How about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This quarterback part of their running game. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Lane. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Right bars their way in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball!
You got to find creative ways to run the football in the red zone when the field shrinks, and I love the jet sweep here. You could tell. Hits it in stride, speed kills on the perimeter, good blocking, nice play call at the right time to get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this offense creates the huge explosive play. Listen, it's not tricky, but the problem is when this guy comes in motion, he takes the football and he has that kind of gas, those kind of wheels. Look at the angles, man. He just erases angles. He makes the defense look silly and takes it all the way to the house.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught. right-handed. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives him a first down. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. On the ground, it's Gilliam. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And that is the beautiful thing about zone coverage. Everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, and they're supposed to break on the football. They see the slant, they break on it, get a hand on it. Nice job by this defense with vision on the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Got a man. It's Jamison. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Georgia going up tempo. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. throw again after the incompletion. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions with C zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Lane. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Vols will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, putting him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Jamison. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Offense in a bunch formation. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Off the boot, looking for his man. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He caught it. Touchdown, Dogs! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Makes the quick grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
221 wing. 221 wing. 4.
Quick release on the RPO. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On the move. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense putting points on the board.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking downfield, it's Lane. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Hunt is on its way. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Makes the grab on the left.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Grab near the sticks. It's Abraham. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. It's a draw. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Moses. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Brings up second down.
So now it's second and long. To the air. It's Lane. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That's reeled in. It's Moses. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Quick completion to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down.
27, jump.
Gives it on the option. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Takes the handoff. It's Gilliam. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
And the Vols line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here we go. Now on the move. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Handoff to the single back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and do, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
So here is the Tennessee offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lane. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's Moses. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Looking for a man. It's Lane. Here's a hit. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The Vols are flying down the field. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They just keep firing. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Moving away from pressure. They get to him as he throws. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing. Fires toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.